You're listening to I Love It When, and I'm your host, Mo. I'm a speaker, coach, and connector. You're in the right place if you're looking for some inspiration and you're ready to truly embrace who you are. My intention with this podcast is to help you see that you are so much more powerful than you realize. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the I Love It When podcast. I'm your host, Mo, and today we have a very special episode. So I want to start off first by sharing some recent energy experiences, as I feel called more and more to share things like this that happen as they happen in my life, because I know a lot of you like to learn from them, and I think they're helpful. But beyond that, I'm doing something that I have never done before on the podcast, which is a live coaching call. And so I reached out to my database, my newsletter group, and I asked for a volunteer for somebody who would be open to being coached live and then having it published on the podcast. And I got 10 volunteers, which was awesome. So I will probably be doing this again. And so I did my first one this week and I did it with Zara Smith. And so I'm really excited to share this episode with you. And so I wanted to start off first sharing a little bit about these experiences and then give a little intro before the live coaching call. And then I'm going to share just the whole call with you, which is just about over an hour. And then at the very end, I'll have a little wrap up comment. So I hope that you all enjoy this episode and you'll have to let me know some feedback of what you think about this idea of sharing it. I'll say more about it in a minute, but first, let me share some of the things that I wanted to share. So, if you follow along with me on social media or are on my newsletter list, then you know. And by the way, if you want to get on there, just go to iloveitwhen.org and scroll down to the bottom and you can hop on my email list. I send out monthly newsletters with interesting stories of things that have happened to me and then any upcoming classes, workshops, and retreats and opportunities like this one to be on my podcast. So I recently got back from New York and I was invited to go to New York to speak at an event. It was called the Our Trusted Network Retreat. And it's a gathering of an amazing group of people from Sotheby's International Real Estate. And there were people from all over the world that came to gather and network. And so I spoke on connecting on connection, networking, and finding more joy in your life and business. And it was amazing. But in this process of getting ready to go, I just had some different things happen that were really interesting. So the first one is, it was probably like a month ago now. I was sitting down to dinner with my boyfriend, Tom, and Tom is highly intuitive, very much in touch with energy. And so occasionally he'll get, if I ask him, or sometimes he'll just come out and say it, he'll get images or messages for me, for himself too, as well. And that day, there was a message for me where he was like, "Hey, I just have to tell you, by the way, that I saw a black portal on your chest earlier today, and it was rimmed in like a purple moving energy." Now, he's never seen something like this on me before, so I immediately was like, "What? What do you mean you saw a black portal on me?" Okay, and then of course I have like 1,000 questions for him. How big is it? Did you see anything coming in and out of it? And so we talked about it for a while, and he assured me like, "Hey, I don't see anything coming in and out of it. It's just blackness, and it's like across your whole chest. So it's probably like 15 inches in diameter, like when I went ahead and measured it." And then a purple moving energy. And so I was like, all right, interesting. Well, I definitely want to know more about what this is and why, like, what's the purpose of it here? So I went straight to two people that I trust very much. Crystal Novak, who's a friend of mine and a psychic and energy worker, and then Kai Bertrand, who's a Hawaiian shaman. And I shared this in one of the retreat Discord groups that I have. So whenever I do a retreat, I either do a Facebook group. Now I'm kind of moving into Discord. And it's basically a platform where we can share things that are happening before, during, and after the retreat. And so I posted this question about the portal, and I was just like, what do you guys think? What's going on here? And Kai, the great thing about Kai and Crystal is that they're also really teachers and guides. And so their goal is never to just solve or fix the problem, right? Or there really is no problem. It's all about teaching us how to better understand our energy and work with it ourselves. It's very much an empowering way of being, which I love. And I'm very much a student. So Kai gave me probably like 15 or 20 questions to ask myself in meditation and to ask my guides. And so I took that and I wrote her questions down and I immediately went into meditation that day and the next day. And the first message that I got was Transmutation Chamber. And I was like, well, that's interesting. What does that mean? So transmutation, transmuting is something that I know that I've done my whole life. I didn't really understand or know that word until I got into energy work in the last like 8 years now. But I know that when people sit with me, it's part of the reason why I'm a coach, part of the reason why I got my degree in social work. When people sit with me and I listen to them or I speak to them and we have a conversation, I can transmute their energy from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. So someone comes to me sad, angry, grief-stricken, or something, right? I can provide an energy or presence for them that helps them shift into a higher frequency. That might just be from grief to sadness, right? Like when we talk about the scale of what you feel, it's not like I take people from grief to utter joy. That's not how it works, right? So anyways, I knew that I've been doing that for my whole life. I've known that because I've always known that I'm very aware of other people's feelings since I was a kid. And so that part of this made sense to me like, oh, okay, interesting. So this is where I like pull people's energy into my chest, transmute it, and then maybe give it back to them. Interesting. So I continued to ask myself questions over the next couple of days. And then I even went into the portal, which Kai said was very brave of me, which it is. And I've also come to this place in my life that I've talked about a little bit on the podcast where fear is no longer allowed to run my life. It's just not. And I, even as I say it, I can feel that energy of that, of my determination around that, my decision around that, because I just got to this point where I realized too many of my decisions were coming from a place of fear. Like, oh, I'm not going to have that conversation, that hard conversation with my friend or that family member because I'm just afraid of how they're going to respond. No, like if the conversation needs to be had, it gets had. Yes, I still feel some fear, but I'm not letting it make the decision for me of I'm not going to have that conversation. Uh, so fear is in the car, right? I like that. I think it's the metaphor or the idea of like fear has a seat, but it's not next to me and it's not certainly not driving. And so I went into the portal in meditation and I was like I had dark sunglasses on and I was in Hawaii on the beach. And so I'm still not quite sure what that means other than it might just be representative of perhaps how I transmute energy. Uh, and so then it was just brief. It was like, a 2 minute meditation came out of it. And so then in the couple weeks leading up to leaving for New York, I was doing a lot of things. And I got the feeling like, okay, I think I want to meet with Kai before I go to New York. Um, yeah, I just felt like this is a good time. I want to follow up kind of on this portal and see what else is going on and see if she can give me any other hints or tips before I leave for that trip too, just because it's good for me to check in with people, um, especially when I'm doing something like speaking in front of a large group. And so Kai and I ended up meeting the day before I left, and she took a look at the portal again and she said, okay, I do get the feeling that this is something that you've created. So it's not something that somebody put on you or it's something put on you. You created it as a kid to help people. That being said, it doesn't have to be attached to you. So she removed the portal from my chest and put it to the side of me so that I can still use it as a tool. But she said the interesting thing was that I was taking people's energy, cleaning it, and giving back to them. But because I didn't know what I was doing as a kid, I didn't set the intention of what happens to all the waste. So when you clean something, right, all the dirt usually goes down the drain. Well, it's the same thing with energy. So because I didn't set the intention that the energy would just be drained back down to the earth, it was going into my body. And so she took a look, and because this is what Kai does, she could see that energy in literally every single part of my body, all of my organs, down to my blood vessels. And this, when I tell you this resonated, it's just like when you know something's right and you just feel it in your body. I felt it in my body like, yes, this makes so much sense because uh, I have kind of like similar to how I knew I've been dehydrated for a long time. I just knew that there was something about the way that I processed energy and other people's energy that was not as clean and clear as it could be. And that my organs and my body were really trying to do a lot of the work that they shouldn't have been doing. And so she removed all of that gunk from my body. And as she was doing it, it's probably like a 15-second process with her. She's wicked fast at everything. I literally felt my eyeballs go like pop, like they just had some moisture sucked out of them. And when I tell you, like over the next couple days, I felt such a shift. I noticed it was noticeable the difference on the way to New York on the plane. I was literally saying to myself, oh my God, I feel so good. Oh my God, I feel so good. I feel so good. Like my body feels amazing. Like, and this is not normal for me. It's been like building a relationship and feeling good about my body has been a journey. And so between this water with salt, which I know has reduced a ton of inflammation, the LifeWave patches, which are helping to circulate the energy, and then this most recent piece of getting that cleared out of my system, I literally felt like I was back in relationship with my body. Like I actually feel my body. I like it. I own it. And so that whole experience has just been a game changer. And so I shared about it in my newsletter, but I wanted to make sure to share about it on here, in case you're not on my newsletter list, because even if you're skeptical and you're not sure how this energy thing works, the more that you hear stories like this, and more importantly, the more open you are to trying things that might seem outside the logic of what you know, the more you'll allow yourself to continue to experience more expansion and peace. So regardless of the fact that like I didn't see what she was doing when she cleared my body, I felt it. And when you feel it, you can't deny it. So that was a game changer. The other thing that we talked about, Kai and I talked about before I left, was that oftentimes something that happens when I speak in front of a group of people is I get a migraine the day of. And I used to get migraines probably once or twice a month regularly from high school up until, well, really until I went gluten free and dairy free in 2020. So from 2000 to 2020. So about 20 years. And I had a prescription for, oh gosh, what's it called? Imitrex? Yeah, Imitrex that I would take. And it was the only thing that would cut the pain because the pain would be so bad that I would get extremely nauseous and I'd have to be in a dark room and I probably would just have to go to bed for the day. I couldn't work on anything. I couldn't do anything. The pain was so incredibly bad. And so when I went gluten-free and dairy-free, what I noticed was that specifically ice cream or anything that had cow's milk and cane sugar in it absolutely prompted a migraine. And so after cutting that out, a lot of it dissipated. So now, from 2020 to now, when I get a migraine, I know it's typically energy related, meaning it doesn't have anything to do with what I've eaten recently. It has something to do with an energy that I'm either receiving or I'm around from other people. And so, for example, when I speak, I wake up in the morning and it's usually right before I have breakfast or, within 5 minutes of getting up from sleep, I start to feel this slight ache in my head and I know that it's coming. And so that happened in New York and I wanted to be prepared. So I talked to Kai about my shielding and what else could I do. And so in New York, that morning I got up and sure enough, I started to feel a migraine coming on. And I was like, oh, what the heck? I feel so good. I've hydrated. I've eaten. What's going on? And so I did my usual shielding, which is just imagining myself in a bubble of light, but I have a couple other shields as well. I had my breakfast, had my coffee, went down. And usually what happens is it's pretty bad, but it's not so bad that I have to like leave the room or I can't ultimately can't speak, but it's definitely very uncomfortable. And so when I get up to speak, though, it like goes away. I don't know if that's because of adrenaline or what. So I spoke, it went fantastic. I came back to my seat, and within 15, 20 minutes, that pain came back and it got worse. It got a lot worse to the point of where I was like, I might have to leave the room. I don't know if that I can stay for the rest of the time. And obviously, I really wanted to. And so it came to me, and this is how learning happens right in the moment. It's the best thing because I've been learning about energy for like 8 years now, but practicing it more in the last five. And it takes time. Like you start to learn all sorts of things, but then you have to wait for these real life opportunities to then put it into action and actually remember to use it, right? So I'm sitting there at the table and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I'm in pain. What is this? What could this be? This could be energy. And that's my brain now. I've trained my brain to think like this. Okay, this could be energy. There could be someone in the room or they could be out of the room. And sometimes people, this is usually not intentional, I want to say. There are some people who are intentional, right? Who are angry, who are have all sorts of reasons to want to be mean or whatever, right? But a lot of times this is unintentional or subconscious. So sometimes when I speak a lot about, well, not sometimes, I always speak about energy. I speak about being authentic, and I am my authentic self when I speak. And that can trigger people. That can trigger things in people if they don't feel like they're able to be authentic in their real lives. And so that trigger can sometimes cause them to feel jealous of me. It can cause them to be angry, all sorts of things, right? It's just their own personal reaction to me. And so I had that thought as I was sitting there, well, okay, so someone in the space might feel threatened by me. What else could I do? And the first thought that came to me was put up another shield made of mirror. So I put up another shield, completely like a bubble, covering my other shields, made of mirror, with the intention that it would reflect back any energy that's being sent to me that's not for my highest and best good. It would reflect that energy back to sender. And I'm not kidding you. Within about 15 to 30 seconds, my headache started to dissipate. It went from probably like a level 7 or 8 down to a 2. It was wild. And this is the first time that I've been able to do this for myself during a real live like moment where this is happening. Um, I've gone to my friend Crystal, who she can be remote, she can be anywhere, she can be with me, and she can pull that energy out of my head, and the pain literally goes down to zero. I might feel fatigued or kind of like I do after a migraine, where my body's tired from handling the pain, but the pain completely goes away. She's now done it for me like 3 or 4 times, and so I know that it's possible, which is also what helped me to know that I could do this. I could build this shield and really do it. And so that was a huge learning experience for me because in the moment I was able to think to myself, hey, this is energy. What can I do? And then I played with something. And that's what this is all about, which is why I'm sharing this, because I want you to start to think about this in the moment to moment of your days when something's happening and you're getting a physical signal from your body. It's just your body trying to tell you, my body was saying to me, hey, Margaret, there's some energy coming our way that does not feel good. You need to shield up. That's all my body was saying. And so it was just wild. It was so cool. And so I do think that going through this process with Kai recently has also heightened my sensitivities. The last story I wanted to share was that when I got back from New York, I spent the next couple of days obviously unpacking, doing laundry, just getting settled back in. And there was one morning where a really interesting thing happened. I got up from bed and Tom was already out in the living room doing his morning pages, his morning routine, and we hadn't spoken or anything. So I got up, I didn't look at my phone. I try not to look at anything in the first few minutes of the morning. And I got up to use the restroom. And to do that, I just need to pass the hallway from the bedroom across the hall straight to the restroom. And down to my right, I can see the living room and see where Tom is sitting. I go out into the hallway. I'm feeling fine. And all of a sudden, I get this wave. Is all I can describe it as, a wave of irritation. And I am instantly irritated with everything, apparently. I'm like, I am so irritated about this day. I'm irritated about Tom. I mean, what is he doing? Why do I feel this way? And all of a sudden, I catch myself again in that moment, like, whoa, I just woke up. I was feeling good. I slept good. Why am I irritated all of a sudden? So I go into the restroom. I continue to think about it. I come out. I get my hot water. I start to settle in. I'm moving around the space. And then I go out to the living room and I'm chatting with Tom for a second. And all of a sudden, he tells me what he's been processing that morning with his morning pages where he journals. And he shares some things that he was feeling some irritation about. And as soon as he says that, I recognize that what I was feeling was not mine. And I was able to let it go. And that irritation literally felt like it dripped out of my body. And so I share that because, again, that was just a really clear example to me of how deeply I can feel other people's energy. And so it almost felt like it did feel like that irritation was mine and it did not belong to me. So I share that with you because as you build awareness again around your energy about what belongs to you versus what doesn't, this is why energy hygiene is so important. Because knowing what is yours and what is your baseline will help you so much in life, right? Like, what if I had moved through the rest of my day with that irritation? That would have affected all of my clients, all the people I interacted with, and it had nothing to do with me, nothing to do with them, nothing, right? And so I just hope that this encourages you to continue to build awareness around what is yours versus what is not, and recognizing that we are energetic beings, which means all of us have these abilities. We can all pick up on things. It's just about whether we choose to start paying attention to it or not. All right. So those were a couple stories that I wanted to make sure to share. Just the process that I go through and how important reflection is and how important it is to notice things. And it can be a game changer, right? If I hadn't noticed that what I had felt with that irritation wasn't mine, then it might have impacted Tom as well. And I would have been irritated at him for no reason. No reason. So I just wanted to share that. So next for the live coaching call that I'm about to share with Zara Smith, a couple things I wanted to share before I share that recording. So I got 10 interested people, by the way. Thank you all for those of you that volunteered. It was super awesome to know that you guys are interested in this. I chose Zara because, one, I haven't worked with her before, so I really don't know hardly anything about her, which is just good for you all to know that this is how I am with people that I just, began to work with, and because of what she wanted to focus on. So when I asked people who might want to volunteer, I said, please email me with what your topic would be as well, because I wanted to be very intentional about what I was going to pick. And so Zara, she wanted to talk about how she has recognized that she is guarded. She is a guarded way of being. She feels like she has to protect her heart space, and she just wants to dig into the why behind that. And a couple other of the other people that emailed me, which I might still do, had questions more of a focus around money and wanting to focus on pricing their services differently, and they're specifically rated to their business. And so I wanted to do someone who didn't have a business of their own, who wasn't an entrepreneur, so that those of you who are listening can know that I work with both people who have businesses and are in business and people who are not. Right now, I have a client who's retired, and I love that. I love working with a variety of people. And so I want to give you this perspective. And I think this is a topic that a lot of people can relate to. And I also think that when people hear the word coach, they often think of like a sports team or a business coach. And, there's a number of different words to describe what I do. I most often like to think of myself as a guide, which I also have on my website, Transformational Intuitive Guide, because that really does describe what I do. It's like having me alongside you on your path for a little while. All right. So I want you to think of that too. If you have always wondered, like, well, why would I go to a coach versus a therapist or something? Okay. I want you to keep in mind three different things as you listen to this. So this is something brand new for me. I've never done this before, and I'm very protective of my clients and of any human that I have on the podcast. I'm grateful to Zara for her vulnerability and her willingness to share. And I was also careful to not go like 100% all in. I'm probably what you're seeing is probably me at about 80, 85%, because I want to protect her privacy, right? And I wasn't going to have her share or overshare something that felt like it was too much of an invasion of her privacy and things that she's going through. So I'm keeping this in mind as we're going through this recording, which you probably will see. And so I just want you to know that ultimately, I want you to get a feel for what it's like to work with me. And so that is what I believe we achieved in this recording. And then I've never worked with her before, as I mentioned. And so I knew very little going into this session with her. And usually the first couple of sessions of working with someone are me going through your intake form. So I gave you an intake form. We go over it. I ask you a lot of questions for the first couple of sessions because I'm just in the process of getting to know you. And then my intuition leads us to what needs to happen next. I knew immediately, just when I read Zara's email, even, that I wanted to do emotion code with her because the emotion code book specifically tackles something called the heart wall, which is something that like 93% of people have, which is essentially just a buildup of emotional energy around your heart to protect your heart. And so it immediately made sense to me. And so even though I haven't worked with her before, if this were you and you were sitting in that chair with me and this was your first session, it is what I would have done with you. Because my job is always to do whatever I believe is best for the client in that moment, even if it's our first session. And I really want to go over the intake form, and my logical brain's like, go over the intake form. Go over the... No, if she needs the emotion code first, I'm going to go straight to it. And so I also wanted to make sure to mention that. I want to do and whatever will serve the client the most in the moment, even if it doesn't make logical sense. Okay. And then lastly, for those of you coming from a business perspective, wondering how does the emotion code, how would a session like this serve you? I want you to keep in mind that your thoughts and your feelings affect your actions and behaviors, and thus your personality and your performance. It's everything, right? So the more we can clear what doesn't belong to you and return you to your baseline of just being in your energy, the better decisions you'll make, and thus the better business you'll have, and the more your business will have a chance to thrive. So I've always believed and known that the personal and the business are intertwined completely. You make decisions based on all sorts of things that are going on in your personal life and that are just a part of you. So I wanted to make sure to mention that. All right. Those are the things I want you to keep in mind as you watch this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But enjoy. The first about 10 minutes of this session with Zara is me just asking her some questions, and then the rest of it is really the emotion code. And it's fascinating to watch because, again, I want to thank her for her vulnerability. She's a very sensitive being and very aware of her energy. She's also done energy work herself, excuse me, for other people. And so she feels things deeply in her body, which is amazing for those of you watching who might not feel things as much because you can see as we go through the emotion code how she feels where things are shifting in her body. It's so cool. It's amazing. So enjoy. All right. So this is Zara Smith, everybody. I was just telling Zara I'm going to hit record and then I'm going to forget that I hit record because I don't want to overthink this. We're just going to pretend like this is totally normal, everyday thing. Zara, it's so good to see you. Thank you for hopping on Zoom with me and for being willing to do this. Oh, yeah.
Yes, no problem. Is Zara, sorry. I
Oh,
didn't
sorry.
want to
That's
like
right.
incorrect.
Zara. Zara, not
Yeah,
Zara. Zara, like
yeah,
Sarah. Okay.
yeah. All
Thank you
right,
for
yes.
correcting me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for allowing me to do this. I'm Zara Smith. I known Mo for I want to say for almost a year, I want to say, or
Same.
I'm not sure, roughly. Um, just, you know, kind of your average day person. Yeah, a very I love the spiritual community and know that's where I know her and
Mhm.
yeah, that's about it. So yeah, excited
So,
about this.
uh, okay, so share a little bit about what you emailed me about that you were interested in working on.
So I well didn't know at first, but I'm a very guarded person. I've had several people, surprisingly, men tell me that more than women, that I'm a very guarded person, and I it never registered that I always felt like I was an open book. But it's showing more and more each year that I am very guarded. Just there's just some like areas that like the aggression or anger will come out. So yeah, I've noticed that I've am guarded. So it just kind
Okay.
of, you know, dawned on me that I am. So
Okay. So feeling a little bit like you're guarded, and then you also had mentioned that you feel like your heart space is a bit blocked, just kind of
yes,
along with that.
I cannot feel energy. When I get energy work, I do feel it a little bit, but not as much as I used to. And I'm a very heart-centered person when it comes to like my decisions and just making, trying to be, or just that's where my information comes from. So that's usually how I know when something is not right or wrong. So it's usually just it's almost like it's connecting with my intuition. So it just
Okay.
confirms a lot of things for me in my life. So
Okay. How long do you feel like your heart space has been a bit blocked?
I want to say for about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that align too with just feeling guarded in general, how long you've been getting that feedback?
The heart space being blocked is came a little later. I think it's just years of just probably not realizing it was, or I don't know how it's connecting with my guardedness, but I feel like it to me it is like it's saying it is, but um yes, it is a part of my heart space now, but I don't think it was necessarily connected before. Like those two weren't
Okay.
um yeah, a thing
Okay. But
before.
you've
So
been guarded for longer than that, longer than the 2 years, you think?
I feel like I have been, yes. I just probably just didn't register in my head that I was guarded. I didn't really know what guarded meant, to be perfectly honest. In
Totally.
my head,
Yeah.
I don't know what it meant. So,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
And then you mentioned that sometimes then aggression or anger comes out.
Yes. And that's how it's like, oh, maybe I am guarded because just my mannerisms, it shows up more in my body language. And I don't
Okay.
realize that I'm, such an animated person, but I guess I am. People can tell by my face. I don't realize it, but they tell me, they're like, well, your face, kind of says otherwise. And then my body language also gives off a lot too, as we all know. So,
And
yeah.
when does the anger or aggression part show up?
Um, when something uncomfortable comes up, when someone says something to me that's, hits kind of like wrong, that's when the aggression comes up. Or if they're attacking me as a person, I feel like that's when the aggression shows up. Or if I feel like I need to protect myself.
Okay.
My um, nervous system knows more than I do. It's like my brain doesn't work as fast as my nervous system, but Usually it knows when like, oh, it's like, oh, like danger. It'll like the walls go up and I just act really weird. And I don't know where it comes from because to me it's a surprise. But
It's
yeah.
a
So
surprise when you
usually,
feel that anger.
yeah, the
Okay.
anger or just when I'm like being defensive, it's like, whoa, what's going on here? And so I know when it's going on, but it's like I can't stop it. I mean, I guess I
Okay.
can learn how to stop it, but yeah, it just shows up. It happens so fast.
And did you mention that because do you feel like it's connected to your heart space as a way that you
Um,
guard?
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay.
And it's due to trauma. So it's trauma that was unresolved and just wasn't um addressed. So
And what led you to pick these two topics to want to talk about?
um I'm not quite sure. I was thinking about that before I started or before we got jumped on the Zoom call. It's like, why did I pick that? Because I was like, it just came right out, and I just, that's what I wrote you.
Yeah.
I guess like I said, I have some obsession with not love, but my heart center, because it's always been something that's guided me in directions, and it was something that always solidified a direction I wanted to go. It's always something that protected me. It's always something that I knew was right in my like it was my truth. So and I haven't been able to do that. I feel so disconnected with my heart right now, and that's where
Hmm.
my inner child is as well. And so it's hard to connect with her as well.
And then the last question I have for you is there, how has guarding your heart served you in like
Oh,
in a way that you can say is positive?
it's definitely um, I guess it's helped me. That's a very good question. So I'm going to think a little bit
Yeah,
further
take your
about
time.
that.
Take your
Yeah.
time.
Um, I feel like it hasn't served in a good way. Well, I guess in my mind, I'm so used to being connected to it. Um, Positively, I guess it's kept some people, some pretty, I don't know, for me, people who I don't need to associate with. I guess it's kind of kept a distance between me and that person who I don't I feel like is oh not good for me to be around.
Hmm.
So I guess
Hmm.
in that sense, it's uh, I guess people I don't need to associate with. Which I am like that naive person. So I will associate with a lot of people who I shouldn't be talking to. So, or being around like energetically. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So you feel like you called yourself naive. Do you feel like you don't have the boundaries of where you need to have boundaries?
Oh, 100% yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's definitely something I need to work on. I am very, I guess, very sensitive to energy. So I guess empathic is what they call it. And just very open to accepting people as they are and giving them the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes people don't, sometimes people I don't know, maybe they don't need that, and maybe they are just I don't know, some people don't respond very well to my energy, so they don't always have the best intentions, and maybe they're not even aware that they don't have the best intentions. So and
Hmm.
those are the people I probably don't need to associate with. So
Hmm. What do you mean by people don't respond well to your energy?
I don't know what it is. I either get people that really like me, and I feel like I get people that really don't like me, or it takes them a while to kind of warm up to me. And I don't know what it is that I give off. Somebody, I guess, an outside perspective, or somebody who doesn't know me very well might see something, but I don't know what it is. So I guess maybe I just rub people the wrong way, or because I tend to be very curt or direct sometimes, and that does come out. But I try not to. I try to be tactful as I can, but sometimes it's not the situation, or just how I am with I get my personality, or how I communicate with people. Maybe it's not just the best way. I don't know. It's not sometimes not direct to them. Maybe they
Mhm.
see me act a certain way, maybe don't like the way I act or come across. So I don't know. I don't honestly don't know what it is. Um, Most of the time it's something I said and don't wasn't aware of what I said. So
Hmm. Okay,
yeah.
so you feel like there's these two extremes of people either really like you or don't really like you.
Yeah.
And there's something about your energy that you feel like maybe rubs people the wrong way.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
assuming, of course. It's just an assumption. I don't know. I don't know for sure. So
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Okay. And would you say that your heart space being blocked or the guarded piece has been happening for a longer time, how much of your life has that been happening? Like,
Mm, I feel like it hasn't been that long, or maybe I just didn't notice.
okay,
To be perfectly honest, I don't know how long it's been going on because I don't think I was aware of it
okay,
for a while. So
okay. So you're just consciously aware of it, like at least longer than 2 years now.
yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. All right. This is really helpful. I definitely feel, I mean, I felt this, I told you when I read your email, um, that, well, one, I really liked that you don't have a business right now specifically. I'm saying right now because I still see you doing so many different things in your future. Uh,
Yeah.
and so I think anybody who's listening can apply a lot of what you're sharing to their own lives. Um, and I immediately felt the pull to do emotion code. So I definitely know I want to do that for you. And then the other part that I think I'm going to be thinking about that I usually do is give people some action steps, because I definitely am a big believer in um, melding basically like the physical with the emotional and mental and spiritual. And
Oh
so
yeah.
I always try to give people some really good baby steps to kind of take what we've talked about and start to play with it out in the real world because um, that's where the work really happens and where things can shift energetically. Uh, and so I'll be thinking about what some things are that we could do that you could kind of play with after this. But I think to begin with, I just want to jump right into the emotion code and ask about a heart wall, because I feel like that
Okay.
could be the most helpful for you. Absolutely, reconnecting with that heart space and feeling like you have access to it again seems really
Mhm.
important, especially for someone like you that uh, I know is so tapped in and sounds like you miss that connection.
I do very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So let's jump into that. So let me pull up. Do you have a magnet with you by chance?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to take a moment to connect your energy if that's okay.
Okay. Yes, that's fine.
I always love doing this too with people who, like you, I know are very much in tune with energy. So feel free to share whatever comes up for you as we go along. Um,
Okay.
And again, I'm recording, pretending like we're not recording because I want you
Okay.
to share whatever and everything that comes up because you might get images. When I work with healers, they are just so in tune that they get all sorts of different messages too sometimes when we're doing this. And so and that can just help guide us. Sometimes we'll start with one thing and then we'll just move to another part of the body because you feel something else happening there. So that's totally cool.
Okay.
And usually during a session, we can release somewhere between 15 to 20 emotions. And he says each emotion, this is it's like it's interesting to think about the different modalities and how this compares to Reiki or other things. He says each emotion is about the size of a fist. And so if you think of us releasing 15 fistfuls of energy space from your body,
Ooh.
yeah,
Mhm.
your body, we're going to ask at the end, I better make a note of this, how many days do you need for integration? Because
Okay.
usually somewhere between 1 to 3.
Okay.
And that could mean that if you feel like taking a nap today, if you feel like going to bed early, drinking lots of water, you might feel tired. You might be feeling, it might open up space for other feelings to come up over the next couple days.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take a moment. Okay. All right. So sometimes when I connect with people, um, I just see a cord between us, and then sometimes I see a color, and I saw pink, and I always try to logic it away. Like my brain's just like, oh, you just saw pink because you've been talking about the heart space, Margaret. Uh, but I'm not going to let my brain do that. And so when I took my first Reiki certification, the person who taught me was talking about how I was giving too much of my pink away. So she talked about the heart space as like having a diamond in the very center of it. And then there's a layer of pink, and then there's a layer of green, when green is the chakra color that we're all pretty familiar with. But she said I
Hmm.
would, the pink is what you keep for your friends and your close, intimate family members. And she said I was giving pink to everyone, which didn't surprise me. And so I see
Hmm.
pink with you. And so I don't know, either I usually feel like it usually means either that you're giving away your pink, or perhaps that's what you need to step into more of is that pink energy for yourself. I
Yeah.
don't know if that resonates for you, but that's definitely, I mean, right away they showed me pink. Um,
Yeah.
okay. And make sure you can see this too. So then I just gotta set a baseline with your name. All right. My name is Zara. My name is Mo. All right. Does Zara have a heart wall? Yes. Does Zara have any trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? I just did, I have to say this, I did an emotion code session this morning at like 8. Um, and I just noticed a dramatic difference, like with different people's energies. This swing of the pendulum is just very strong with you. Sometimes it just is different, but it's just I can almost like I can feel somebody moving it. It's wild. Okay, so that was a yes. So is it in column A? All right. Is it in an odd row? Row 3? Yes. Okay. In your lung or colon, is it confusion? Is it defensiveness? Is it grief? All right. Is it safe for her to release this today? Yep. Okay, good. All right. So you just take your magnet and running it from about between your eyebrows, over your head, and down off like that, and say, I release grief 3 times.
Okay. So just run it like this 3 times.
Yeah. And
Or
say each time, say, I release grief. I release grief. I release grief. And I just go like that because I'm imagining it shoving off my body.
oh, okay. All right.
Mhm.
I release grief. I release grief. I release grief.
Good job. And essentially what it's doing there for anybody that's listening in for us is that it's sending a signal to all of your meridians to grab onto that grief specifically related to your heart wall and let it go. And
Okay.
so
I
once
can I can feel it in my body. Sorry.
you
It's
can, what
like
do you
everywhere.
feel?
Yeah, no, it's a rush of coolness throughout my whole body.
Oh
So,
my God, I love
yeah.
that you can actually give this kind of feedback. It's so cool. Some people
Yeah.
feel nothing, but I love it when I actually work with someone who can feel stuff. This is cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, did Zara successfully release that grief? Yes. Are there any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Okay, column A. Odd row. Row 5. Row 3. Row 1. All right, in your heart or small intestine, is it effort unreceived? Heartache? All right, is it safe for her to release this now? Is this inherited? All right, is this from her mom's side of the family? Okay, is it safe for her to release this now? Yep, okay, good. All right, I release heartache this time 10 times. And if you lose track of count, just do it till it feels good.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So run it over. So is it always the over the head, right?
It's
Yeah.
always over the
Okay.
head because it just sends that signal all the way down. And as you're
Okay.
doing this one, because it's inherited from your mom, if any of your family members have this specific heartache related to the heart wall, it'll release for them as well, just so you know.
Okay.
Mm,
All right. So I release heartache,
mm,
correct? Is that
mm, correct.
all right? All right. I release this heartache. 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 Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Okay. Yeah, this feels like a big one.
Yeah, because I can feel myself getting emotional.
Okay. That's okay.
So
I'm a big
like I
crier
want to cry,
myself.
but it's
Feel
yeah, I
free
want
to
to
do
cry, but
it.
yeah,
If you need to, I
it's
can always cut it out. It's all right.
oh no, it's strong, but it's not like to the point where I'm like, ugly cry. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it's making me tear up. So yeah, that's oh I love when that happens though, because crying is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually felt it before you said anything. Uh,
Yeah.
and it's been interesting doing this with my mom. When she, for the first time, we did it, and it was sadness, I think, from inherited from her family. As soon as I said it, she said, "Oh my gosh, why do I want to cry?" And that's really her first experience with
Mhm.
the idea of an inherited emotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when people experience it, it's always such a blessing, I think, to realize like, oh, some of this has not been mine that I'm carrying.
Oh gosh, I think majority of what I'm carrying is not mine, if I'm
Yeah.
being perfectly honest. I think I am an emotional container, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
can I not be anymore? Because I don't think I want to ever be one. Because
Yeah.
keep your stuff. I don't. I have my own stuff to deal with. So, but yeah, my
Yeah.
back, it came from my back too, so I
Oh,
could feel it coming
wow.
out.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I freaking love this. I love I love what you feel. It's cool. Or
Yeah,
did she successfully release that heartache?
that was a big one. Oh
Yes, that was
man.
a real big one.
Yeah.
All right, does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Okay, column B, odd row, row 3, row 5, row 1. All right, back in your heart or small intestine. Is it abandonment? Is it safe for her to release this now? Is this inherited? Is this from her mom's side of the family? Is it safe for her to release it now? Thinking about it. Do we need to know more information? Okay. Does this go 10 or more generations back? Does this go 20 or more generations back? Does this go 30 or more generations back? Does this go 25 or more generations back? All right. Does this go 26 generations back? Is it 27 generations? All right. Is it safe for her to release it now? No. Okay. That was abandonment. Okay. So then sometimes when we get to this point of usually your brain needs more information. So it's interesting because I'm going to write it down because sometimes I'll forget as I'm just going with it. It's abandonment on your mom's side, and that was, is that 37 generations back? Let me confirm that. I think that was right. Was it 37 generations back? Okay. Okay. The thing, sometimes this happens, it doesn't happen very often, but and Dr. Bradley doesn't talk about this in his book, but I've found it to be true with sessions that I've done is so your ancestors are in the space with us as we're doing this work. And sometimes they think you need to hold on to this energy because it serves you in a way that you need to survive. And so sometimes
Mhm.
because we can't go, 37 generations back, he considers a generation to be 25 years.
Mhm.
So that is 925 years ago this happened. And
Oh
so
wow.
So we could ask a couple more. So 2026 minus 925 is 1101. So 1101 is when it happened. And we could ask, like, was it um, a mother figure, a father figure? But usually what I do is pause and ask your ancestors to help us let it go. So I'm
Okay.
just going to pause and speak to them. If there's anything you want to say, I'll speak out loud. You can either say it in your head or say it out loud.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I just want to take a moment to speak with Zara's ancestors. on her mom's side and say thank you so much for being here with us. Really appreciate your presence and energy. And I know you think that she needs this energy of abandonment and that it serves her, but it is not serving her. And so I would like to ask for your help in helping us to release it from her body today. Okay, let's see what they say. Is it safe for her to release it now? Okay, yay. Okay, good. All right, so then I release abandonment 10 times.
Okay. I release abandonment. 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 I think that was 10, right? I'll
Yeah,
do it one more time.
whatever feels good. Yeah,
I release abandonment. All right. That feels good.
good. Did you feel anything there in your body?
It's coming from my lower back. I feel something.
Okay.
Um, this one was weird to me. I don't know why.
Mm.
It's like awkwardness. It's like, or maybe it's because it's been there so long. Maybe it's like a part of you
Oh, true.
and you don't
Yeah,
realize it. So that's kind of what I'm getting right now.
that makes a lot of sense.
Like, are you sure you want this to go? It's like, yeah, go away.
That makes a ton of sense, actually. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just been a part of you and been part of your body literally forever. Same with your
Yes.
ancestors. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Did she successfully release that abandonment? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yep. Column A. Even row. Yep. Row 4. Row 6. Okay. This is in your glands or sexual organs. Is it humiliation? Jealousy? Longing? All right. Is it safe for her to release this now? Yes. Okay, good. All right. I release longing just 3 times.
I release longing. I release longing. I release longing.
How'd that feel?
Um, I don't feel anything emotion wise, but there is some things going on in my pelvic region.
Okay.
And I felt it when you did the abandonment as
Okay.
well there. So there's a lot of things going on. It's for some reason it's like the release is going on in different
Yeah.
places of the body. So it was like my back, my heart space, it feels really light and cool.
Okay.
My back is, I feel like there's a freezer. We're in a freezer now. But and then the front is like as soon as we start talking about abandonment, I feel things moving in there. So there's a lot going on in my abdomen. So it's
Wild.
yeah,
Okay.
a
Well,
lot going on
it's always
there.
interesting to me too that the chart like goes through these different sections and although it's related to your heart wall, the energies are from all over the place.
Yes,
Um, it also feels to me like root chakra, like there's some safety,
yes,
security, which makes sense. That's the energy that protects your heart too, is very protective. It's all about safety and security.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah.
Wild.
It it feels really but it's great. I love that feeling because it's
Yeah.
releasing. It doesn't feel so heavy. So
Okay, good.
yeah,
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah.
Did we successfully release that longing? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yep. Okay. Column A. Odd row. Row 2. Okay. Your spleen or stomach. Is it anxiety? Nope. Despair. Yep. Is it safe for her to release today? Okay, good. I release despair just 3 times.
Okay. I release despair. I release despair. I release despair. Mm. I don't know why, but I'm needing to close my eyes this time, so it's
That's
gonna be
okay.
a little bit. I don't know why that one
That's all
is
right.
having me do this.
Take your time.
It just takes me back to like the period days. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, just a kind of sad woman in white. So
This takes you back to period days.
yeah, to the period days. I don't know exactly what years those fall under, but yeah,
Okay.
just yeah, a very uh a very sad woman. Lots of crying. That's all I see. She's like wearing lace. Well, maybe
Okay.
it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's a past life. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's very very dramatic. Almost like a movie with a handkerchief and the forehead. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
lots of despair. That's what I saw. I know. I don't my brain's weird, but yeah, but I'm sure you're used to that.
Oh, yeah. Not weird at
Yeah.
all. Really cool.
No. Weird the
Yeah.
weirder the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did she successfully release that despair? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Okay. Column B. Odd row. No, row 2. Okay. Back to your spleen or stomach. Is it failure? Nope. Helplessness? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this today? Yeah. Okay, good. I release helplessness just 3 times.
I release helplessness. I release helplessness. I release helplessness. Okay, I feel that on the right side of my
Okay.
shoulder,
Oh,
back shoulder. So,
okay. And I meant to say this too, if for any of these words, if you feel like, oh, could you read me the definition? Just let me know and I can read it to you from the back of the book because I always tell people, I feel like he came up with his own. I mean, the definitions are very similar to what you'd find like in Webster's dictionary, but they are
mhm,
slightly different. And so sometimes when I read them, it's like my whole body just resonates with whatever it was that was
mhm.
said. So for any of these, feel free to just say, hey, can you read that to me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. Your right shoulder for that
Yeah.
one. Did she successfully release helplessness? Yep. All right. Does Zara have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? All right. Column B. Odd row. Row 3. Row 5. All right. Your kidneys or bladder. Is it blaming? Dread? Fear? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this now? About it. Is this inherited? Is this from her mom's side of the family? Nope. Is this safe for her to release now? Okay, good. I released fear 10 times.
I release fear. 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 That one had me excited before I even did it. So,
Okay.
so yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't like to be. fearful of anything. Well, I am fearful of a lot of things, but it's just like, why? Why am I
Yeah.
fearful of that? So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, let's get
I
rid
get
of
that.
that. Yes.
Did you feel that one coming out from any particular place?
Um, it's all coming from my back. I don't know what is
Okay.
going on, but I mean, I guess that makes sense if it's inherited, or maybe not. I don't know.
The first thing I thought of
But
when you said that was, and I don't know if this is true, but I feel like a lot of attachments come from the back. Um,
probably, yeah, that makes
and
sense.
that one was inherited, so maybe that's why. I don't know, but there's something connected there
Yeah.
with the
And it's
back.
move and it's moving over here. So every time we do something, it moves. And it comes from one area and it you can feel it coming from other areas. It's almost like it releases from one area and that allows it to
Oh,
release from other areas. So I
okay,
don't know,
yeah,
but
that makes
like this
sense.
is and it's so my left, like where my chest is, almost where my breast is, it's cool too. So
Okay,
it's I started my back and then moved to my front part here. But
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's
cool.
this is this is awesome.
It's really why I fell in love with it. Is just
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so precise, I guess I'd say. Like I
Mm.
like all different sorts of modalities. But I think my logical brain really likes the list also that I get of like, here are the emotions I've released so far. And I can think
Yeah.
of like all the different things that I've covered. But then I don't know, there's something about it that just maybe it's just for me, I've with energy healing, I've needed a more specific way of feeling like I can attack seems
Mm.
so aggressive, but I want to attack the fear because I agree with you. Like I don't want those
Yeah.
things in a part of my life. Fear is
Yeah.
so annoying.
It
How it
it
can,
is.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Okay. Did she successfully release that fear? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing a heart wall? Yep. Column A. Yep. Odd row. Row four. All right. Back to your liver or gallbladder. Is it anger? Bitterness? No. Guilt? All right. Is it safe for her to release this now? Okay, good. I release guilt just 3 times.
I release guilt. I release guilt. I release guilt. Moving somewhere in my stomach, so it's
Mm.
I'm not surprised. Guilt's like a it was heavy growing up.
Yeah.
Um, that one's gone probably released in several areas. Right now, it's starting in my abdomen, like where my stomach is. That's where I feel it. So
Okay. Okay.
that's where it's starting anyway. So yeah.
Interesting. As you said that too, I felt air move up through my chest, which is interesting. I was telling somebody this morning that when I do this on myself, I don't tend to feel a whole lot physically, but I just
Mhm.
feel lighter. But when I connect to someone else and I do it with them, for them, I tend to feel their stuff more than mine.
Mhm.
Um, so that was wild to feel like a little bit like right before you said that, I felt like air wanting to release.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did she successfully release that guilt? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yep. Column B. Even row. Oh, row one. All right. Back to your heart or small intestine. Is it effort unreceived? Nope. Heartache. Insecurity. All right. Is it safe for her to release this now? Is this inherited? All right. Is it from her mom's side of the family? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this now? Do we need to know more information? Okay. Is it 10 or more generations back? Is it 20 or more generations back? Is it 15 or more generations back? Is it 16 generations back? Is it safe for her to release this now? Good. Okay. Insecurity. So I release insecurity 10 times.
Okay. I'll release insecurity. I'll release insecurity. I 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 don't know if that was 10 times, but
That's
I
okay.
think yeah, I think I'm good.
Feels good.
Hmm. That was in my neck.
Oh,
And I see somebody holding a mirror. It's like looking at themselves. It's like, oh, how can I make myself look better?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised I see that, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
it's in
that
my
one
neck.
in your neck.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
neck and shoulders. Yeah, right here, right
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Hmm. Did she successfully release that insecurity? Yes. Okay. Good. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yep. Column A. Odd row. Okay. Row 3. Okay. Back to your lung or colon. Is it confusion? Nope. Defensiveness? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this now? Yes. Okay. I release defensiveness 3 times.
I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness. That insecurity was a big one, so it's like still still
Still working its
happening.
way.
Yeah, that one's still processing. It's like, oh man, that was a big one. Uh, so defensiveness is it's not the weight.
Yeah.
Well, it's in there, but it's like, oh,
It's
like
so
waiting in
interesting.
line.
I feel like the inherited ones should almost like I don't know if you can claim that they're bigger. I don't know how if you figured out that it's like a fistful's size, but I feel like it's also the layers of it.
Yes,
Like you
yes,
said, like you could feel it working through different organs and things like that. I think it just takes more time for it to release, which make it just makes sense.
yes,
Yeah. How are you feeling
yes.
overall? Because we've now done what are we at 10, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. How's your body feeling
Um,
overall?
it feels really good. It feels really light, and there's a lot of coolness going on. So I feel really cold right now. So, which is a good
Okay.
thing. It's always a good thing for me. So yeah,
Oh, it is a good thing. Okay.
yes,
Is that when you know
yes.
that energy is circulating, you usually get
Y-
cold?
Yes, it
Yeah.
gets getting out of my body, and I'll heat up later. I mean, obviously,
Okay.
or
If
of
you need to get a
course.
blanket or a sweatshirt or something, please do.
Oh no,
You good?
no,
Okay.
I'm fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, it's not like too cold, but it's like I'm starting to get cold. That's a good thing. So
Okay. Okay,
it's a good
cool.
sign.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll keep going if you're good until your
Yes.
body tells us to stop. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, because your body will let us know. Did she successfully release that defensiveness? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yes. Column A. Odd row. Thinking about it. Row 5. Row 3. Back to your lung or colon. Is it confusion? Defensiveness? All right. Is it safe for her to release this now? Is this inherited? No. Okay. Did this happen between the age of 0 to 10? Okay. Did this happen between 5 to 10? Yep. Did this happen at 6 years old? Did this happen at 7 years old? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this now? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So for this one, just I release defensiveness 3 times.
Okay. I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness.
And I guess because I seem to forget everything as I'm doing it when I'm doing these, I didn't realize we just did defensiveness. So it's just another layer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Um, well, that makes me wonder what happened.
At
You
seven
said
years old.
7. Yeah.
We can ask follow-up questions if you want, just to get more information about if it's something that happened within the family or outside the family.
Um, being shown like outside it, like school keeps coming up, but I don't know if
Okay.
what that, but it may have been. I was bullied as a kid, but I was also just an easy target. So I knew it was something that had to happen in order for me to kind of like build like I don't know, to
Hmm.
build my defenses. I don't know, but
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I don't want to know,
Okay.
but
That's okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to read the definition?
Of defensiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
go
some reason,
ahead.
I
Yeah,
felt like asking.
yeah. We
I
can go
always
ahead and
tell
do that.
people when I first did it, it reminded me that because I used to think, oh, just being defensive. But literally, when it comes up for inherited emotions too, and it goes back to times when people, I mean, it still happens to this day, where you're literally defending your own property or your life, not just being defensive. Yeah, a state of resisting attack or protecting oneself, being sensitive to the threat of criticism or injury to one's ego, being on guard against real or imagined threats to one's person, physical and or emotional. Makes sense that it would be a part of your heart wall to protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I was probably, yeah, maybe I do want to know. I don't know. I kind of don't want to like dwell on it, but it's just like, oh, because I have a tendency to bring things or dwell on it or keep bringing it back. So,
Okay.
but yeah, we'll just let that one go.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did she successfully release that defensiveness? Yes. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Yep. Column B. All right. Even row. Row one. Row three. Okay. Your lung or colon. Is it confusion? Defensiveness? Okay. Coming back to that again. Is it safe for her to release it now? Nope. Is this inherited? All right. Is this from her mom's side of the family? Nope. Is it safe for her to let go of it now? Yep. Okay, good. All right. So I released defensiveness 10 times.
I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness. I release defensiveness. Release defensiveness. I 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 feel like that one didn't want to leave.
Okay.
but yeah, it's like, no, you're going.
Yeah.
We're getting out. So, but yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That one might have been also the inherited ones. I feel like 10x the regular feeling of defensiveness that belonged to you from your lifetime. When it's inherited, then it's like, oh, I'm going to feel defensive times 10 now because it's been carried along for so many generations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Something else just came to my mind. Oh, well, I was just going to say too, if you can hear anybody in the background, I don't know if you can through my headphones. Okay, good. I didn't realize Tom just invited one of his fellow Nerf blaster buddies over, and they're like talking about Nerf blasters in the living room. Like, oh my God, you guys are having a good time. I'm glad. All right, did she successfully release that defensiveness? Yes, okay, good. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Your body might be close to a break. Yes, okay, column A. Odd row. Row 4. All right, your liver or gallbladder. Is it depression? Frustration?
My God, yes.
Yeah, okay. She says, my God, yes. Is it safe for her to release this now? No, okay. Is it inherited? Okay. Is it from her dad's side of the family? Okay. Is it safe for her to release this now? Yes, okay, good. All right, I release frustration 10 times.
I release frustration. 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 Like that one didn't is wanted to go faster. It's like hurry up now. It's like so I start fading out, and that's when it was like, yeah, we need it. It's yeah, we're getting out of here. But yeah, that
Okay,
one
that one
wanted to
like
leave.
wanted to go.
Yes.
That's funny. So did she successfully? Yep, it's like, yeah, right away it did. Okay. That's funny. Does Zara have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Okay, column A. Yep, odd row. Row 2. Okay, your spleen or stomach. Is it anxiety? No, despair? Disgust? Just thinking about it. Disgust? All right, is it safe for her to release this now? Is this inherited? All right, is this from her mom's side of the family? Yep, all right. Is it safe for her to release this now? Okay, good. I release disgust 10 times.
I release disgust. 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 Mm. Yeah, it was very, very female heavy.
Okay,
Uh, that's all I know. It came
okay.
through. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
How's your body doing overall?
It's doing pretty good actually. It's not cold
Okay,
anymore, but I'm still releasing. It's like I said, it keeps jumping around the spots where when we go through it, it releases. So
okay,
it's on the left side this time. I felt it. So
okay. Are you okay if we do a few more till your body might let
yeah,
us do like 2 or 3 more?
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
and I
doing
know we're
okay.
close on time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Did you successfully release disgust? Yes. Okay. Does she have any other trapped emotions we can release today from the heart wall? Okay, column A. Odd row. Okay, row 5. Row 3. All right, your lung or colon. Is it crying? Discouragement? Okay, is it safe for her to release this now? Yes. Okay, good. I released discouragement just 3 times.
I release discouragement. Or sorry, discouragement.
Yep. Yeah, you
Okay.
got it.
Release discouragement. I release discouragement. Mm, that one I can feel in my head.
Okay.
So it's like dazing. It's like makes me want to just zone out right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Almost like discouragement is exhausting. So it's like my brain's like, yeah, just let
Have
yourself
yourself a
zone
treat. Yeah. Yeah.
out.
I like that.
Yeah.
Did she successfully release discouragement? Yes, good. Does she have any other trapped emotions causing the heart wall that we can release today? Okay. Does her body need a break? Okay. Does she need 3 or more days for integration? Okay. Does she need 4 days for integration? Okay, so 3. Does she still have some trapped emotions left in her heart wall? Yes, okay. Okay. So 3 days. Write that down. And so that means so today's Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Till this time on Friday, you might feel like taking a nap. You might feel like sleeping more than usual. Make sure you drink plenty of water, just like you do with any other energy healing session. But yeah, your body, like you're already feeling, which I love, is moving around. The organs are literally going to be moving, shifting. And
Mhm.
so you might also, I have had people who, like, if they stretch or do other things, you might have random emotions come up that just want to be expressed because now that we've created space for it, for them to move with more ease, you might want to express some things, dance, cry, sing, scream, whatever you feel like doing, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're in a good space to where you can just continue to release more.
Okay.
Um, okay, let me do one thing I like to do when we wrap up is because we've created all this space, I want to intentionally fill you with light.
Okay.
And then I will pause and cut our connection, but stay on for just 1 more minute or a couple more minutes just to close out the coaching call. I want to say coaching
Okay.
call, doesn't feel like coaching call. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna call on my these two angels that like to help me, Muriel and Ariel, and I'm gonna ask them to help me fill your body with this golden white light filled with love to help your body integrate and continue to release whatever it needs to release over the next 3 days as it integrates. But I want light to fill every single part of your body from the tips of your toes, through your feet, through your ankles, through your calves, filling up your legs, filling up your stomach, your abdomen, your womb, your chest, your lungs, your heart, and come around and support your heart space that we've opened up and just really give it a lot of love. Fill out your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your fingers, your neck, your throat chakra specifically. I feel called to give that a lot of light and support in speaking your truth. Fill up your head, your brain, and I ask that light to help you give yourself that break from whatever exhaustion you might be feeling from the emotions that you've carried for a long time. I ask to have it help you rest over the next couple of days and really allow you to just be. And now that golden white light is overflowing and covering your whole body, and it's going to stay with you for as long as you need it for highest and best good as you integrate over the next 3 days and beyond. And I ask the angels to also stay with you for the next 3 days in case you need any assistance. And so it is. Okay. Cut cords with you.
That was nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
was really nice.
Good. Yay. Well,
Mhm.
I will tell you that I don't ever like to do a session part way. And so like we definitely I think got the majority of your emotions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, we did 15 today, which is a really good chunk.
Yeah.
But I'd love to finish your heart wall with you at some point over after the 3 days. We have to give it at least a 3-day break. But sometime over the next week or two, let's do this again just so that we can do that because I like to complete it. I don't want to
Oh,
just leave
okay.
it, partially done. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel good to me.
No problem.
Um, so if you want to, that said, you don't have to. But if you, because you might be to
Okay.
the point too where if you were, I can also send you my emotion code instructions because you can totally do this for yourself, like you've been saying you want
Yeah.
to. It's super easy as you start to navigate with it. Um, yeah, and so then the last thing before I let you go is so usually at the end of each coaching call, then I would think about some action steps for you. And
Okay.
I know already that on the spot, I don't want to just spout off some things. I always tell people I don't give people busy work. Like I'm not going to just give you
Yeah.
stuff to do just 'cause. No, I want to take some time to actually think about this. And so I'm not going to do this right now on the call. But for people who are listening, um, if we end up publishing this, what I
Mhm.
would say is that some of the action steps that I'm going to think about very carefully are what are some things you could do to help you to begin to identify like a couple of people that you feel safe with that you could start to work with around just kind of feeling how you feel around them now differently with your heart. Now that we've cleared some of this off, you might notice different emotions come up, or you might notice that you feel uh, in more, I want to say, in more control of what you allow and don't allow with your energy and your
Mhm.
space. And so
Yeah.
I would probably just give you some, usually with coaching clients, I meet every 2 weeks. And so I would give you some action steps that are very simple, but to kind of play with over the next 2 weeks and just pay attention to how does your body feel? What do you
Yeah.
recognize in your heart? Do you feel more in your heart than you normally do? And so the action steps are usually actually very simple because I want you to take the time to really tap in and feel a shift and start to notice things. And so that's probably what I'll do is think about what would be some good things to do. Um, and then also what comes to mind is there's an exercise I really like doing for myself too. That's like a picture of a colander, and you just write around the colander all the different things that you feel like are draining your energy right now. And you put from a 0 to 10 on each one, with 10 being totally draining your energy. And I would look at what are some of those things that have higher numbers and how could we shift them or do something so that they aren't draining you, essentially plug those holes. Um,
Okay.
and sometimes it's difficult. Like people will say, "Hey, Margaret, I can't get rid of my kids. Like those are a permanent fixture." And it doesn't mean it doesn't mean get rid of your kids or get rid of or remove yourself
Yeah.
from certain relationships. Um, but there are things we can do to look at if you need to limit time with certain family members. I've definitely had to do that. Or when it comes to people's kids, sometimes it's actually asking for help. So is there a way that I can ask for help once a week around something regarding my kids or whatever it might be?
Yeah.
But that feels like something that maybe you could do too. That would could start to give you some more space and kind of more. I keep getting the phrase since we started the call of realizing your power, realizing how powerful you
Oh.
are. I think you're super. Well, I know this. For those of you listening, I've met you in person before, and I felt it immediately with you and your sisters. But I think you're like so much more powerful than you recognize, and I think there's a realization that's happening for you that you just need to fully step into and recognize that power and allow yourself to use it. That's what keeps coming up.
Yes. Yes, and what scares me is what I guess I'm scared of what I'm capable of. And not
Mm,
necessarily like, oh, I can overpower everybody. It's not like that. No. It's an undertone of just um what will come out of my mouth. I guess
hmm
that's what I'm always concerned about because I feel
hmm
like I do trigger people, not necessarily trigger people, but I there's something
hmm
with what I say that hits people wrong.
hmm hmm
And so it's just like, how do I do it right? But at the same time, it's like I don't want to always have to like censor myself to the
hmm
point of like I have to think before I speak, and it's a lot of energy I have to waste, and I don't like doing that. But
hmm
I guess I'm scared of my power. I don't know why I'm scared of my power. I don't know if it's a past life thing or not. But I
hmm
feel like I don't feel like I'm gonna die if I express myself in some way. So it's like, oh no, don't do it, don't do it, because somebody
Yeah.
will see you, and that'll be the end of your life. It's like, no, let's not. Yeah.
hmm
So
Hmm.
that's what comes up. So
Do you feel like do you think your words prompt things in people?
sometimes I think they do. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It feels to
Um,
me like I mean I this is not like a term. I feel like this is a made up term that I just made up. A waker upper. I'm like, what? Okay, spirit guides. I feel like you wake people up. Uh and then that can be uncomfortable for people, right?
mhm.
'Cause
Yes.
I know what you mean about like when you speak your truth sometimes I have felt the same way of just like, oh, I'm going to die if I say this thing. Someone is going to kill me.
Which that's surprised. Well, from you, because the way you're so well spoken and you come forward so, just
Oh God. Oh, thank
calm
you.
and like, you get people to open up. But so when you say that, I don't, it's like, really? You have but I feel like it works so well for you. Like,
Oh,
but you're
thank
so
you.
like, yeah,
Well,
you're so calm. You're such a calm presence, but there's
thanks.
an undertone of just such a lot of power. So
Okay.
yeah. So it
Thank you.
surprises me when I hear that from you, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I'm now
but I get it.
44
Yeah.
years old, but I've been practicing
Yeah.
speaking my truth since I was 30, really 33. So it's only been,
Hmm.
I mean, 10, only 10 years, Margaret. God, 11 years. It's a long ass time.
Yeah.
But it took a long, long time. And there are still times when I want to say things even more bluntly, but I try to like I knew from the time I started, before I even started speaking my truth, that I felt like my words could cut people deeply. And I could
Hmm.
choose, you know, to use them for good or to use them for not good, right? But even when I'm using them for good, it feels so harsh that I feel like it's painful for people, and I can feel that for them. Um, but yeah, it's taken a long time for me to gain the confidence to be able to share things because now I recognize, I guess the way, and I might have said this to you before, so I do think we have a lot of similarities. Um,
Yeah.
I know that it benefits people. And so
Hmm.
now, because I know that it benefits people, because I've gotten that feedback enough from people who have said to me, "Hey, Margaret, just tell me what you're thinking. I want to know." Um, Whatever you have to say, whatever you have to deliver, even if the person doesn't receive it well, if it's done with love and good intentions, it's for their best interest. So it's not only for you, whether it's you creating a boundary or whatever it is, it also really benefits them. And that's what has given me the motivation to do it more because I think there are messages that all of us deliver. And I think you have a certain frequency in your voice and with the words you use, there's a free it's and especially because you have some fear there around being seen, that tells me that it's a part of your journey too, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
It definitely is. Yeah.
yeah,
It definitely is. But yeah.
I love it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you so
Me
much for
too.
doing this today.
Well, no, thank you for putting it out there. I probably felt like I needed it. So it's like you
Yeah,
need
as
this.
soon as it
So yeah.
clicked, I mean, I had 10 people volunteer, and as soon as I saw your name in, I was just like, oh no, it's supposed to be her. Like I just knew it even before I saw
Yeah.
your topic. So
Hmm.
I mean, there's a reason for all of it. And last night I just got this crazy idea and I was like, let me just put it out there. So another reason to follow my intuition. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Mo. It was awesome. It makes me want to explore the emotion code more. So getting the book and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, thank you to Zara for allowing us to participate in a part of your journey for a moment and allowing me to do the emotion code with you. It was amazing. For all of you that are watching, if you have any questions about working with me and you want to explore coaching, please reach out. I hope that this helps you begin to understand more of how I work and how I operate and how I love to serve the people that I work with. So, thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous rest of your day.